So your friend gets a new car, or they get a new job, or they buy a house, and suddenly you look at them and you think, well, I don't have that. My car's not as good as theirs. My house isn't as big as theirs. My job isn't as good as theirs. We as human beings do this horrible thing where we compare ourselves and we compare everything we have in our lives, and we compare our entire lives actually to other people. Those other people could be our friends, they could be our family, they could be someone completely random, a complete stranger that you just seen on Instagram, for example. But we do this thing where we just compare ourselves and we compare our lives to those other people. And it's a terrible, terrible habit that we've formed, and it's something that we all are literally guilty of. We all do this. So if you are one of those people who compare yourself and your life to other people, if you are guilty of this, then you need to stick around and watch this video, because it's going to help you eradicate and overcome this nasty habit that we have of comparing ourselves to others. Let's go. So it's easy for all of us to just sit back and look at our friends and look at what they have and what they've achieved, and it's easy for us to think, well, they're the same age as us, but look at what they have and what they've achieved, and look at what I have and what I've achieved. Why am I not on their level? Why do I not have the same things? Why do I not make the same amount of money? Why do I not have the same amount of success? It's easy for us to sit back and look at things like that and feel sorry for ourselves and just question, that's their life and this is my life, yet we're the same age, and yet we may have studied the same thing, or we do the same thing. And it's so easy for us to fall into that trap. But I'm going to use a simple example or diagram and sketch. I'm going to tell you a simple story that's going to help me put all of this into perspective and help you make sense of everything that surrounds this comparing ourselves to other people thing. Okay, the story is going to set everything straight, and you're going to understand why you shouldn't compare yourself to other people. It's going to be super simple, so just follow along and hear me out. So let's just say that you have you here, there's you, okay, and then you have your friend over here. Okay, let's just use your friend as an example. Two of you. Okay, you both say went to university, you both studied a law degree. Okay, you both have an LLB degree. That's a B. LLB. Okay, you both have a law degree, and you both finished university at the same time. Okay, so you guys finished, you graduated, and let's just say that your friend here, he goes out and he gets a job. He starts earning money. He has enough money to buy a apartment or a house. Okay, and let's just say that he also goes out and he buys himself a car because he's earning such good money. He has a good job, and he goes and buys a car, and he's just like, he's living life. He's got a car, he's got a house, he's got money, he's got a job. Everything is just going awesome for this guy. Plus, he has his law degree. Life's good for him. Okay, first year out of campus, out of university, he's living that life. And then you've got you here. Okay, let's say you've got you finish, and you don't really know what you want to do. You're not sure. You don't really like law, so you're not sure if that's what you want to get into. Or let's just say you've applied for jobs, but companies have just been rejecting you. You haven't been getting any interviews, any of that. Things have just not been working out for you. And now let's just say a year has gone by. Okay, 1 year has gone by for both of you, and at the end of the 1 year, your friend has accumulated all the stuff here. Okay, he's gotten all of the stuff, and you have literally gotten nothing. Not a car, not a house, not a job. You are just in the same exact position that you were. Okay, obviously you're going to feel super unmotivated. You're going to feel depressed. You're just not going to be in a good space. Your friend over here, he's on cloud 9, literally. And at this point, you're thinking to yourself, you know what? We both have the same degree. We both finished at the same time. But look at my friend's life compared to mine. Why is his life so different to mine? Why does he have a car? Why does he have a high-paying job? Why does he have a house? And why do I have nothing? And suddenly you think that, you know what? I'm way behind. I'm way behind this guy. This guy's achieved all of this. He's gotten all this. He's got such success. And look at me. And you may be thinking, why is this happening? You know, why are we not on the same level? You'll be feeling like he's surpassed you and like he's a level above you. And trust me, I know the feeling. I totally understand. It's natural to feel this way. So to put it in a practical example, this is how it kind of feels. It kind of feels like, let's just use this analogy here, okay? You've got a building here, alright? You've got a building. Okay, you guys, there's a door, there's windows. Okay. I'm not going to draw a roof on this, it's just as it will make sense to you just now. But this building represents your life, okay? Represents your life and the different stages in your life. Okay, let's draw one for your friend. He's also got a building. Okay, and as we said, these buildings represent your life, and each level here represents the stages of your life. Okay, and how it sometimes feels is like when you look at your friend, and it kind of looks like this. It looks like your friend is chilling right over here. He's on the top level. He's on the top level. He's like on penthouse level. Okay, he's on penthouse level. He's got the outdoor swimming pool on the roof. He's got the best view of the city and all the other buildings. He is just like, you know, way above everyone else. He is like flying, top level penthouse. He's a big boy. He's absolutely cloud nine, as we said, you know. And you get you, who is chilling down here. You still on level 1. And you're kind of looking at your friend up here, and you're thinking, you're like standing on the ground level, and you know, you looking at him chilling all the way up here on his penthouse level with his cars and his money and his job and everything he's achieved, his success, and you're thinking, you're like, you know, how the hell did he get there, and why is he there, and why am I not there? He's so much more ahead of me. He's so much more ahead in life. He's got all these things. Look at his life. Look what he's achieved. And you're comparing yourself and you're comparing your life to his, and you're just looking all the way up there. And when you look up, you just see this massive building. You see him at the top level, in the penthouse, highest level. And you're just feeling like absolute crap. Because you're thinking, look at where I am. I'm on ground level. I'm over here, ground level. And he is all the way up here, penthouse, top of the building. Things look very bleak when you look at it from this perspective. It just looks bleak. You feel bleak. It doesn't look good. But this is what I want you to remember. This is the Holy Grail. This is what is going to change your perspective. I want you to remember something. Your friend here, this may be the final level of his building. This right here. It's the highest his building goes. It's the final level, nothing higher. It's penthouse. It's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 floors high. He's achieved the highest level in his building. He's living in the highest level in his building. He's living in the penthouse. He's on the highest level of his building. He can't go any higher than this because his building, this is all it is. It's not tall enough. And this building, as we said, represents life. It represents your life, his life. In his life, he is at the highest level that he can possibly go and achieve. He's there. But you, this is what I want you to remember. Your building, which is essentially your life, your building goes all the way up here and even beyond. This is your building. Look at that. It's all the way up here and beyond. This is your life. This is your building. And the point I'm trying to make here is you may be on the ground floor of your building now. You may be on level 1 now. But when you reach the top level, when you reach this level here, the top level of your building, you will be looking down upon your friend. You will be looking down upon him. Because for now it may look like he has everything and he has more than you and his life is better and bigger than yours. And he's at the super high level. But you just need to have faith in the fact that your building and your life has more levels than his. It has more levels than his. And you will climb these levels. You will reach higher levels. You will succeed. And you will reach the top. I'm not going to even draw a roof on your building because I don't want to put a roof on your life. I don't want to put a glass ceiling there. I don't want to make you feel like you have a ceiling that you can hit one day. No, you don't. You are roofless. You are ceilingless. You can just keep going up and up and up. You can go as high as you want. You can make your building as high as you want. And when you reach these levels, which are way above your friend, then you'll understand the bigger picture. So this is what I'm trying to get you to understand. I'm trying to make you see the bigger picture in life. The bigger picture. You may be 22 years old and he may be 22 years old. And here he may be 23. And when you look at the bigger picture of things, all this doesn't matter. The age, the cars, the money, none of it matters. None of it matters because when you look at the bigger picture, you are going to be higher and better than he will ever be. Because his building has a roof, it has a limit, it has a level, a max level, it's got a limit. But yours, it has no limit. It has no maximum level that you can achieve. So come at the day, come at the hour, come at the point in your life when you reach the pinnacle, when you reach your highest level in your building. It will be higher than your friends. It'll be higher than anyone else's will ever be. So when you look at the smaller picture, when you're chilling down here and he's chilling up here, then it seems like you've got all this catching up to do and he's achieved so much more than you, and it just seems grim and bleak. But when you look at the bigger picture, it all makes sense. So have faith in the process, have faith in life, have faith in your affirmations, your manifestations, your beliefs. Trust in the process, trust in life, trust in the universe. Just have faith that you will reach your highest level in your building. You will get to the penthouse of your life. You will get there, and when you get there, it'll be higher than you could have ever imagined. It will be higher than the highest high that you thought was possible when you saw your friends or whoever else it may have been. when you look at them now, you look up and you think, wow, they are so high up because they're at their penthouse and they're chilling and they have everything and so forth. But I guarantee, have patience and have faith, and when you reach the penthouse of your building and when you reach your highest level, it will be higher and better and bigger than anyone else's and than anything you could have ever imagined. So just have faith in that, and I promise you, you will get over the whole unhealthy, toxic trait of comparing yourself and your life to everyone else. Because the most important thing to remember is that everyone is on a different timeline. This is you. You have your own timeline. You have your own timeline. This is the next person. They have their own timeline. Each person has their own timeline that they live by. There's no one timeline that everyone falls under. There's no one timeline for everyone. This here is all wrong. It's wrong. This here is correct. Each person has their own timeline that they live by. You're living in your own little bubble. You're not living all together in one massive timeline. It's wrong. I mean, yes, it may seem like it, and when you look at things that are as a whole, we all live in the same timeline, same year, same day, same clocks and whatnot. But the thing is that we all individually live and have our own timelines, and things happen for us when they are meant to and when they are supposed to. When the time is right, things will happen for you. So don't look at someone else and wonder why it's happening for them and not happening for you. It just may be that way because it's not happening for you as yet, but it's still going to happen for you at some point. It doesn't mean it's never going to happen for you. It just means that you've got to wait for your timeline to match up so that it'll happen for you when it's meant to. That's the special thing about life. We've just got to believe and have faith that things will happen for us when they are meant to and when they are supposed to. Have faith in your timeline. Live your life on your own timeline and don't live it according to someone else's, because that is just wrong, and you're going to be shooting yourself in the foot every single day if that's how you think. People become millionaires in a matter of 2, 3, 4 years. So even if you are 40 years old and your friend is 40 years old and he is a multi-millionaire and you are literally dead broke, in 4 years' time you could become a billionaire and overtake him completely, and that 40 years of you worrying about him being ahead of you and him having more money than you and so forth, it all just becomes irrelevant. So just have faith in your timeline. Have faith that things will work out, because they really, really will. So I hope I've explained to you and helped you to understand and overcome and deal with this whole concept of comparing your lives to other people and why you shouldn't do it. It's a simple thing to understand really when you look at the bigger picture of it. Just remember always that your friends or other people may be above you or higher than you on higher levels than you. They may be at the penthouse level of their buildings, but that's just their building. And remember that your building has way more levels than theirs. So when you're at the penthouse of your building in your life, you will be way, way above them. Have faith in that, believe in that, and remember that, and I guarantee you will be able to cope and deal with and overcome this whole notion of comparing your life to other people. This is how I personally deal with this. This is how I personally perceive this and understand this notion of comparing my life to other people. This is what I use to cope, and so I'm hoping you can use this to cope and understand as well. And trust me, it makes a world of difference when you just have faith in this whole process of life, because the universe always has your back. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. I hope this helps, and I'll catch you soon. Cheers.